Hello everyone, this is your Sahu sir with another topic with you. So today we are going to discuss about theory of consumer behavior. Theory of consumer behavior. This is the topic, and under that various laws are there. We will discuss one by one today. First of all, we should know what is the consumer behavior and how is the consumer behavior. First of all, we should know who we are. We are the consumers. How is our behavior? Our behavior is to get satisfaction, isn't it? We are getting satisfaction. How we are getting satisfaction? We are getting the satisfaction with the help of goods and services. Here both are giving the satisfaction. Goods is also giving the satisfaction as well as service is also giving the satisfaction. Means the goods and services are giving the satisfaction in the form of utility. Right. So in the previous topic I have discussed what is this utility. Remember? Right. What is that? Wants, satisfying, wants, satisfying power or capacity to satisfy the human wants. Of course, we used to have some sort of human wants, and definitely we used to satisfy those kind of human wants. Remember the concept of utility in the previous videos, I think you have been seen. The utility concept has been brought out by a person called it as Jevons. In the year 1871, he brought out this concept. Mostly, the concept of utility has been have a different approaches. What are those approaches? We will study here, right? So here the utility have two approaches. The utility have two approaches. Number one is cardinal utility, and the other one is ordinal utility. So these are the two approaches which we used to see it. So what is this cardinal utility? What is this ordinal utility? We will discuss about this information. Okay now. So let us discuss number one, that is called as cardinal utility. Right? Number one, cardinal utility we are going to discuss. What is this cardinal utility? We will see. Actually, the concept of cardinal utility, which has been brought out by Alfred Marshall, which has been brought out by Alfred Marshall. And what he is telling, the utility which can be measured, right? Utility which can be measured, in terms of units, and that is called it as utils. Okay. Previously, you know that in a scientific way we used to calculate the measurements: kilometers, meters, centimeters, liters, millimeters, square yards. These are all we used to measure. Those are all nothing but units of measurement. In the same way, according to the Alfred Marshall is also calling it as utility can be measured in terms of units, which is called it as utils, right? Because he is telling that the consumption which is done by consumer, and when he is getting some sort of utility, and those utility which is been measured in terms of numbers, like 1 utils, 1 util. Next, 5 utils, 20 utils, right? 50 utils, etc. So likewise, consumption which is been made by the consumer, which is been calculated with the help of numbers: 1 utils, 2 utils, 5 utils, 10 utils, right? Because we are using the word utils. What is that utils? It is the unit of measurement of satisfaction or utility, right? So this is the concept which is been developed by the Alfred Marshall. In the same way, the best example for this cardinal utility, some law of have directly connected, that is law of diminishing, law of diminishing marginal utility, and the other one is law of equi marginal utility. Okay, now these are the two laws which has been directly associated or connected with the cardinal utility. In the same way, number two, what we have, that is called as ordinal utility. So what is this ordinal utility? Let us see. Actually here, this is also actually used for the measurements of utility or satisfaction. This is also been helpful to measure the satisfaction. But actually, he is completely quite opposite to the Alfred Marshall, because here the measurement of utility or satisfaction which has been done in terms of ranks, in terms of rank, like first, okay na, second, right, fifth, next 10th, so likewise 15th, etc. So this is how they used to measure in terms of ranks. This concept is actually proposed by, that is called as J.R. Hicks. J.R. Hicks and R. J.D. Allen has brought out this concept. Okay, now the concept of ordinal utility has been brought out by the J.R. Hicks as well as R.J.D. Allen. Right? Actually, both the utility are doing one thing. What they were doing? They were measuring the satisfaction, they were measuring the utility. But Alfred Marshall is following one approach, as well as Allen and Hicks, they were following another approach. Both have the different approaches, but they were calculating the utility as well as the satisfaction. Okay, both are same, concepts are same, calculation is same, but approach is different. Approach is different from one person to the another person, right? Under this ordinal utility, here the best example is determined as, okay, indifference curve. Indifference curve. This is the best example. Indifference curve analysis. This is the best example for this ordinal utility. In the upcoming videos, we will learn one by one also. Today, what we will do it is, let us go through with the number one law under the cardinal utility, that is called as law of diminishing marginal utility. Right? Should we discuss? Let us start. Everybody be active. Okay, now let us discuss. Let me put the heading. Law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility. This is the topic which we are going to discuss. Okay, so this topic has been first explained by Hermann, okay na, Hermann Heinrich Gosan. He has expressed this topic in the year 1854. This topic has been explained. Hermann Heinrich Gosan in the year 1854. But later, this law developed by Alfred Marshall. This law has been developed by Alfred Marshall, right? As well as the law of diminishing marginal utility also have the another name, whereas Jevons called this law as Gossan's first law. Jevons has called this law also as a Gossan's first law, right? So let us see what is the Alfred Marshall has given the definition, right? So let us discuss about the definition which is given out by the Alfred Marshall, right? According to Alfred Marshall, he is telling that the additional benefits which a person derives from a given increase in stock of a thing diminishes with every increase in stock that already has. So this is the definition which is being given out by the Alfred Marshall. What is telling? Carefully once check out here. The additional benefits. What is meant by benefit? Benefit is nothing but the satisfaction which a person derives. Derives is nothing but getting. Means when a person is consuming the good, definitely he is getting some sort of additional benefits. When he is using one after another good, first the additional satisfaction, the additional benefit will increase from a given increase in stock. As we eat from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, slowly and slowly, as we increase the stock, additional satisfaction also increases. Okay na? But of a thing means is nothing but good. Okay na? After reaching to a peak level, slowly what happens? It will start at decreasing. What will start at decreasing? Satisfaction slowly and slowly started decreasing. After reaching to a peak level, slowly the satisfaction will be decreased when we try to increase a stock that we already has. Okay na? So for that I will take one example. Let us see. For example, to make you for the better understanding. For example, if I like gulab jamun, okay na? I like gulab jamun, right? When I eaten one, then it gives satisfaction. Next, I have eaten another one, some more satisfaction. Okay na? Some more satisfaction I used to get it. Next, third, some more additional satisfaction I used to get it. Okay na? In the same way, I used to eat and 4, some more satisfaction. Okay na, some more satisfaction, or it is nothing but called as the benefit. Okay na, it is also nothing but called it as a benefit. When I reached fifth one, now I have got the full satisfaction. I have got the full satisfaction because here I have reached to a peak level. Peak level. You know, one by one, if one gulab jamun, two gulab jamun, three gulab jamun, four gulab jamun, five gulab jamun, after eating it, our mouth will become sweeter. And what happens? We will get fully satisfied. Yes or no? When we eat the sixth one, do that sixth one give the same satisfaction as the 1 to 5 has given? No. Why? Because here, with every increase in stock, the satisfaction slowly and slowly diminishes. Slowly and slowly it diminishes. That is what he is telling this information. Okay, now when we increase the stock after reaching to a peak level, when we increase another good or a thing, then our satisfaction level slowly and slowly decrease, because number 5 is decrease. Number 7, can we eat the seventh one? We will eat, but we don't get that much of satisfaction what we have get earlier from 1 to 5. Right? In the same way, when you are going through in a lunch, when you are going through with a lunch, okay na, you have taken first time, the first time meals, first plate, okay na, then you have get some sort of satisfaction. Now you are taking the second time, then here you will get some more benefit. Benefit is nothing but satisfaction. In the third time also you will take the rice, right? So we used to do the finishing touch. How? With the help of curd we used to finish it. Means here we have reached to the peak level. We have reached to the peak level of satisfaction. But if mother loves us very much, na buji, na kanna, one more time, my dear, once more, eat it, take it, and if you, okay, insist, if they insist and we have to take it, but we used to eat forcefully but not in a satisfied way. Why? Because when we are eating fourth one, here what happens? The satisfaction is decreasing. The satisfaction is decreasing. The fourth time when we have taken, it does not give that much of satisfaction which is been given out by first, second, third time when we have taken. Right? So this is how the Alfred Marshall is telling out about the additional benefit which a person derives from a given increase in stock of a thing is nothing but good, diminishes after reaching to the peak level. It diminishes, okay na, with every increase in stock. Previously already he has, in the example I told you na, already he has 1 to 5, there he got already the full satisfaction. Okay, but the 6th and 7th is not giving that much of full satisfaction. Did you understand the definition? Once carefully check out that. Right? Next one, now we are discussing about, okay, that is statement of the law. We will discuss statement of the law. Now we are going to discuss. Okay, now in this statement of the law, very carefully, just listen it, because the law of diminishing marginal utility is explained for satisfaction of a consumer with one good only or single good only. Means the level of satisfaction derived by the consumer is taken out with the help of single good or one good only. Means this law is applicable for single good only. The satisfaction derived from single good. satisfaction derived from single good only. If it is two or more, then we have the another laws which we will going to discuss in the future videos. Okay now. So here what happens in the previous I told you, if a consumer is consuming more units of commodity goes on diminishes, right, goes on diminishes. Okay now, it goes on diminishes most probably. In the previous we have been studying now, if a consumer is consuming more units of commodity goes on diminishes with every increase in stock that already he has. In the previous, in the definition we have been checked out now, because as the stock increases, okay now, the additional the additional utility, okay now, first it will increase, okay now, additional utility or additional satisfaction, first it will increase, but later after reaching to the, okay now, peak level, here the benefit additional benefits goes on diminishing, okay now. So this is the statement which is been given under this law. First he used to get the additional benefit, 1 to 5 gulab jamun, he has get the additional benefit. But what happens in the fifth gulab jamun, he has got the full satisfaction and his mouth became sweeter. But when he has eaten the next gulab jamun, sixth gulab jamun or seventh gulab jamun, what happens there? Slowly and slowly the additional benefit is nothing but additional satisfaction, slowly and slowly it will be decreased. Right? Okay now. So this law also can be explained with the help of table and diagram also. Let us check out that table. Okay? Right? So let me take the table here. Okay? So I am taking here the table. Right? So let me put the table first here. Right. So here we have taken the table and let us insert some points. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, right. Let me take it much better. Right. Next. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns we have taken. Right. Let us take out here. Yes. And one more. Right. Okay now? Right. So here we used to take out. Okay now? So this is table units. And here we used to write it total utility. which we used to represent as TU. Okay na? And here we used to take out the marginal utility. Marginal utility, that is MU. Okay. So let me take some units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Let me take the total utility. 40, 70, 90, 100, 90. Okay. So what is this total utility? What is this marginal utility? We are going to discuss. First, units. What are units? Units are nothing but the commodities which are the goods consumed by the consumer. Right? Units of goods consumed by the consumer. Next, we should know basic information that is relating to total utility. Okay, na? Total utility. So, what is the meaning of total utility? Let us see. Okay, na? The total, the total satisfaction, the total satisfaction derived by consumer okay na, the total satisfaction derived by a consumer by consuming the units of commodity, by units of the commodity, right? So here the consumer is consuming the units of commodity, right? And how much the total satisfaction derived or getting, right? When he eaten one gulab jamun, then he got 40. What is this 40? Remember in the cardinal utility he told her to measure in terms of utils. It is nothing but utils. Next, 70 utils. When he taken the second one, then 70 utils. When he has taken the third one, next 90 utils of satisfaction. Fourth units. Then he used to get some sort of 100 utils of satisfaction. Next, okay na, 100 units. Utils. Okay na. Next, 90 utils. Now you can see as the unit increase, as the units of goods increase, then total utility is also increasing from 40 to 100 up to 4. But at the 5, it has given the same utils which is been given in the 4 units. Remember in the previous what I told? When he has eaten 1 to 4 gulab jamun, he is getting some sort of additional satisfaction. But at the 5th gulab jamun, he is getting the full satisfaction. Okay na? But at 6th gulab jamun, what happens? The mouth becomes sweeter na? So there what happens? The level of satisfaction is decreasing. Additional satisfaction is decreasing because already he has been get full satisfaction from 1 to 5 units. 1 to 5 units already he got the full satisfaction. Okay na? So the total utility. What is total utility? The total satisfaction derived by a consumer by consuming the units of commodity. Simply how we can write it here? TU equals to F of QN. TU is nothing but total utility. F is nothing but functional relationship. Okay na? TUN we will write it. Total utility of N good. Next QN. QN is nothing but quantity of N. Okay na? N good. Quantity of N good. Okay na? Let us write it somewhat better. Okay na? Right? Quantity of N good. Right? So this is how we used to get some sort of total utility. Okay na? Right? What is total utility? Total satisfaction derived by the consumer by consuming the unit. Okay na? By consuming the units, how much total satisfaction is derived? 1 unit 40, 2 units 70 utils, 4 unit 100 utils, 100 utils, 5 units, 100 utils, 6 units, 100 utils. This is nothing but the total satisfaction. And you know, utils, how we will calculate on the it is completely on the basis of the assumptions only, na? Because economics is completely on the basis of the assumptions. We just assumed that he used to get 40 utils of satisfaction. Okay, now with the help of this total utility, now we have to calculate the marginal utility. Okay, how to calculate? First, we have to study about what is marginal utility. After that, we will go through with the table, right? So here we are going through with the marginal utility. So what is this marginal utility? Let us see. Marginal utility means the additional satisfaction derived by consuming additional units. Okay, now when he has increased from 1 unit to 2 units, so how much he got the additional satisfaction from 1 unit to 2 units. Okay, now likewise from 2 to 3 units when he has eaten, then how much he got additional satisfaction, right? So marginal utility is used to measure the additional satisfaction by which a consumer has been derived. Okay, now so for that we used to calculate with the help of one formula. What is that formula? Let us see. The formula is MUN is equal to TUN minus TUN minus 1. We used to call it. Or MUN is equal to delta TU by delta Q. It is nothing but delta is what? Delta means change in total utility by change in quantities. Okay, now so by this formula we used to calculate the we used to measure the additional satisfaction, right? TUN, what is TUN means? TUN is nothing but total utility of n commodity or good. In the same way, TUN minus 1 is nothing but total utility of n minus 1 good, right? So with the help of this formula, we have to calculate the additional satisfaction. How we will calculate? I will explain it now. Just watch carefully. Okay, now let us come to the table, right? So we are calculating the marginal utility on the basis of total utility. So number 1 is directly we used to take 40. Why? I will tell you. Okay, now we will take number 2 units, right? So when he is consuming the 2 units, it has given 70 utils, right? So this 70 becomes as TUN. 70 becomes as TUN and upper part will become as TUN minus 1, because when we are calculating 40 there is no upper part, so directly we have taken, right? So what we are calculating, that is TUN and upper part will be the TUN minus 1. We are calculating 2 units, and what we are calculating, that will be the TUN and upper part will be the TUN minus 1. Remember the formula? What is the formula? MUN is equal to TUN minus TUN minus 1. Write it there, right? Like TUN how much? 70. Minus TUN minus 1 how much? 40. Okay, now how much we got? 30. Did you understand? In the same way, one more example I will tell you. Okay, so now we are calculating for 3, what we are calculating, that is called as the TUN and upper part will become as TUN minus 1. Now it is how much? 90 minus 70. How much? 20. Same wise, right? 100 minus 90. How much? 10. Next, 100 minus 100. How much? 0. Next, 90 minus 100. How much? Minus 10. Okay now. So this is how we used to calculate the marginal utility, right? So if you see, when total utility and marginal utility is compared, carefully listen here, right? First, from 1 to 4 units, marginal utility has been increased from 40 to 100, right? 40 to 100. But at 5 units, the total utility has become constant, right? So on the basis of total utility, on the basis of on the based on total utility, when total utility becomes constant, then we used to call it as full satisfaction, or we used to call it as maximum satisfaction, we used to call it on the basis of total utility. When total utility becomes constant, then we used to call it as the full satisfaction as well as the maximum satisfaction. Now compare with marginal utility. See here, marginal utility, what happens? Marginal utility becomes 0 at 5 units. But first what happens? From 1 to 4, the marginal utility is decreased. From 1 to 4, marginal utility decreased from 40 to 10. But at 5 units, the marginal utility becomes 0. Can you see here? 0 means when marginal utility becomes 0, then this is also called as full satisfaction. This is also called as full satisfaction, or we used to call it as maximum satisfaction, we used to call it. Okay now, let us write there in the marginal utility. In the previous we have written now. Okay now, let us write it, right? When marginal utility becomes 0, then it is called as full satisfaction, or we used to call it as a maximum satisfaction. Okay now, right? You know, every consumer is a rational man. Every consumer is a rational man. Okay now, right? Every consumer is a rational man, right? Here man means all persons comes around. In the economics it comes about and it tells about all persons. Okay now, rational man. What does that mean? Means with his limited income, okay, he tries to get, okay now, maximum satisfaction. He tries to get maximum satisfaction. When you have the 100 rupees pocket money, what you will do? You will spend that 100 rupees in such a way where you should get the maximum satisfaction. If you are purchasing the 5-star chocolate, right? How much, and until you get the maximum satisfaction, you will purchase the 5-star chocolate only, na? Because with that limited pocket money, you want to get the maximum satisfaction. This is the basic psychology of a consumer. This is what the consumer behavior. Every consumer wants to get the maximum satisfaction. Right? Now, if you see, okay, now we will discuss about the relationship between total utility and marginal utility. Although we have discussed, but clearly we should write it here, right? So what we have to write, let us see. Okay now, right? From 1 to 4 units, total utility is increasing. Remember, in the table I have written, right? It has been increasing from 40 to 100, right? What happened in the marginal utility? and the marginal utility is decreasing from decreasing from 40 to 10, right? At 5 units, at 5 units, total utility becomes constant, right? And what happened to the marginal utility? The marginal utility becomes a zero, right? And this point, okay na, this point is called as maximum satisfaction. This is called as maximum satisfaction, right? Later what happened? Later, right, from 6 units, okay na, after reaching to the peak level, at 5 units he reached to the peak level na, he got the full satisfaction na. When they have given the additional unit, what happens at 6 units? The additional satisfaction, what is this additional satisfaction? The additional satisfaction tells about by additional satisfaction is told by marginal utility. What happens? Becomes a negative, and total utility started decreasing. Okay na? So total utility tells about total satisfaction, marginal utility tells about additional satisfaction, total utility tells about total satisfaction, marginal utility tells about additional satisfaction, right? From 1 to 4 units, total utility increase, marginal utility decrease. At 5 units, total utility become constant and marginal utility becomes zero. But at 6 units, what happened? Total utility decrease as well as marginal utility becomes negative. Okay na? So here we can see there are 3 stages. Here you can write it. Okay na? First, what happened? When total utility increase, then marginal utility decrease. In the second stage, okay na, when total utility becomes constant, then marginal utility becomes a zero, which is called as full satisfaction. Absolutely, you are right. Okay na? As well as this is also called as maximum satisfaction. This is also called as maximum satisfaction. But at the third, what happened in the third? Total utility decrease, whereas marginal utility becomes negative. Marginal utility becomes negative. My dear children, did you understanding? Okay na? Right. So this is how the table explanation we used to go through with it. Okay na? So this is all nothing but the explanation of a table. Okay na? This is all nothing but the explanation of a table. We can tell it. Right? Explanation of a table. Right? In the exams also we have to put the heading of explanation of table as well as then we have to write it. Okay na? So let us go through with diagram once. Okay na? So what happens in the diagram? Let us see in the diagram. Okay na? Right? So here I am putting the heading diagram. Right? So let me take one graph. Okay, right. So here I am taking the one graph. Okay now, right? So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Already you know in your 10th class already you have studied now. This is 0 and somewhat little bit down we will take that. Okay now, right. Here in the x-axis we used to take the units In the y-axis, we used to take the total utility as well as the marginal utility. Okay, now. So let me write the units: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now. Let me write it here. The y-axis. Okay, now. Right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay. Right. Somewhat up we used to take out. Okay, now. Right. We will do one thing. We will take a big diagram here. Okay, now. Let us take a big diagram for your better understanding. Okay. Right. Let me take one little bit more big diagram so that you can understand much more better. Right? Okay. Now we will take here some additional. We have to take out, right? Why I will tell you. This is x-axis. This is y-axis, and x-axis here we are taking the units. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Wow, now it's better, right? So in the y-axis, what we will take? Total utility as well as the marginal utility. We have to draw two curves: total utility curve as well as marginal utility curve. Both we have to draw it. First, let us draw the total utility, right? In the previous, in the table we have seen now. In the table, what is the total utility at 1 unit? Okay, na? It is 40. At 2 units, okay, na? At 2 units, it is 70. Right? Right? 70. Next, at 3 units, it is how much? At 3 units, it is 90. At 4 units, how much? It is 100. Okay, na? Right? It is 100. 4 units. Okay. Next, at 5 units, it is also 100. At 6 units, what happens? 6 units, it is decreased to 60. Yes or no? Right? 40, 70, 90, 100, 100, 90. Okay, now let us join this. Let us join each and every dot. We have to join it, right? This is called as total utility curve. Did you understand now? Okay, now. Now let us say in the same manner we have to draw this marginal utility also. What happened in the marginal utility? At 1 unit it is 40. At 2 units it is 30. At 3 units it is 20. At 4 units it is 10. At 5 units it is, okay na, it becomes 0 na? Yes or no? Becomes 0. And at 6 unit what happened? Here, that is why I have taken extra, minus 10. That is why I have taken extra. Now let us join this slowly. All dots we have to join it. Okay now. So here we have got this curve. This curve is called as the marginal utility curve. Okay now. Marginal utility curve. And we have to give the explanation for this diagram also, how we will give it. Okay now, right? So at 5 units only na, it has get the maximum satisfaction na. So here slowly we will take out one line here, because at this point he has got the full satisfaction by the consumer, and this is how the satisfaction of the consumer is being explained or can be known, right? So let us discuss the explanation of diagram. Diagram is clear? Okay na? Simple, very simple and very interesting to draw the diagram also. Carefully draw the diagram. Now we will take out the explanation of a diagram. Right? Let me put the heading here. Explanation of diagram. Explanation of diagram. Okay na? Point by point wise we will mention. Number one, right? What we have to write? That is x axis. X axis shows, x axis shows units of commodities, units of commodities, and y axis, y axis so shows, okay na, total utility as well as the marginal utility. Right? Number one, finish. Number two, let us discuss this total utility. Okay na? The total utility, first increased, remember, increased from in the table, increased from 1 to 4 units. In 1 to 4 units, it has been increased from how much? 40 to 100. Right? Later it became constant, where at 100, at fifth unit, and started decreasing from sixth unit, to 90 utils. Remember, 90 utils it has been decreased. First increase, later became constant. Where it became constant? At 4 and 5 it became constant. Yes or no? Later at 6 unit it became decrease. Okay na? Now, right, every event we have to give the explanation here. Every event is explanation we have to give it. Now we will go through with marginal utility. Okay na? The marginal utility. Okay na? Marginal utility curve. The marginal utility curve decreased from 40 to 10 in 1 to 4 units, isn't it? First it has been decreased, right? We have written one event of decrease. Now you see the marginal utility curve touched the x-axis, at 5 units. Okay na? It touched na? At x-axis it has been touched, right? At 5 units. This is called as full satisfaction or maximum satisfaction of a consumer by consuming the units of 5. Yes or no? It has been touched the x-axis at 5 units. This is one event. Next, another event is also there, right? The marginal utility later cuts the x-axis from 5 units and goes to negative at 6 units, that is minus 10. It has been cut the x-axis now. It has been cut to the x-axis and it has been gone to the negative. Did you see now? It has been cut the x-axis and it has been gone to the negative. That means the consumer has already got the full satisfaction at 5 units, and next when he is consuming the 6 units, it is not giving the additional satisfaction. Okay now, so this is how the explanation of a diagram we used to write it. Remember, every event you have to give the explanation. Every event you have to write it. Okay, I hope you have been understanding my topic. Okay now, thank you very much for joining me, as well as don't forget to subscribe because many laws are there, and in the future videos I will definitely upload it. Okay, give the encouragement by doing the subscription. Okay ना, सब्सक्रिप्शन के लिए पैसा नहीं लगता है, ठीक है, राइट, okay, you can do the subscribe. Okay, your subscription is my encouragement. Thank you so much.